Hi, I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer with Best of Us Investors. I have a question for you. Why are you here? Why are you taking your time today to spend maybe 20 minutes with me? What is it you expect of me? And then the other question that you might be asking is, why am I here? Why am I taking my time and my energy to spend time with you? What's it all about? Well, that's what I want to address in this video. And the address is, why are you here? Why you're here is you're looking for the next Tesla. You're looking for the next Apple. I don't blame you. I question your motives and if you understand exactly why you are here, but that's okay. I'm here to give you what you want. I'm here to tell you the next Tesla, the next Apple, and I'm here to substantiate it to the case that you will believe it, you will understand it, and as a result of this one video that you're going to watch for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to make a difference in your life. Am I going to bring happiness to your life? I doubt it. I'll give you the ability to lead a richer life, but I doubt if you'll find happiness. I've found happiness, but then I've been on a long journey and I had a real need. In fact, I wrote a book about my search for happiness, and I'd suggest you take a look at it. It's Find Happiness by Discovering Who You Are and Why You Are You. And it has a lot to do with the second question that I proposed. Why am I here? Well, I'm here to get your love. Yeah, that's it. You see, back on May 3rd, coming up, May 3rd, 1953, I discovered, at least I believed, my mother didn't love me. Something happened on that day that I believed she didn't love me. And then about 7 months later, she died. And then shortly after that, I got a stepmother who thought I was the brightest and shiniest object in the world. And then, about 4 years later, she kicked me to the curb and basically told me she didn't love me. So I felt rejected. I have felt rejected. I have felt unloved for the majority of my life. But this, what we're doing here right now, fulfills my desire for love. Because 158,000 of you who have subscribed to my channel. So if you aren't one yet, show your love and subscribe to my channel. Right now, just go down there and click that subscribe button. And you'll fulfill my life. You'll make me happy. And that is because, as I said, I didn't believe my mother loved me until roughly about 10 years ago when I figured it out. And then I wrote a book about it. And what I was able to do was get rid of that unwanted roommate in my head that told me that no one loves you. Okay, but that's not why you're here. Why you're here is you want to know what the next Tesla is. And I'm here to tell you what the next Tesla is, and I'm here to prove it to you. And I'm here to give you the logic behind the decision that I have made that's going to create a lot of wealth for my ancestors, and I want to share it with you. Because in return, you're going to subscribe to my channel and basically say, Kerry, we love you. Be right back.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Grinkmeyer.
Okay, I don't think you've gone down that road before, but let's proceed. Let's first of all admit what you want and what I want to give you is the next Tesla. But so let's understand why Tesla is Tesla and how it got to where it was. We know that Elon Musk accumulated money in selling a previous technology company. And he was sitting on a lot of cash, and he, like you and I, heard that we needed to save our planet, that our planet was being eaten up by greenhouse gases, by the fumes of internal combustion engines was going to melt the icebergs, was going to change the climate, is causing the fires, is causing the hurricanes, is causing the rising seas, and we need to save the planet. Well, if you had as much money as Elon and you were as smart as him, you would say, that's my road to riches. I just have to give the world the saving of the planet. Now, Elon had never built a car before. At least I'm not aware that he had. He had never built a battery before. He had never been in the electric energy or the energy business before. So he built a team around him that was going to offer you and me what we wanted. And that was to save the planet. And he was going to put it in a bright and shiny package so that it would appeal to us. And it was something that we could drive around in, throw our chest out, and say, I'm a part of the new world. I'm saving the planet. And it's this bright and shiny object, and it's made by Elon Musk, and I worship him. And that's what Elon gave us. And as a result, some of us have made a lot of money. It used to be my largest holding, and I made a lot of money on Elon. But then he got involved in China, and that's another story. But nonetheless, that's what you need to look for is the next saving of the planet. Put parentheses around that, and that's your next stock. So what is that? What's more important than saving the planet? Okay? It's that simple. What's more important than saving the planet? Well, this week, I've befriended a gentleman on Twitter, and he and I have had various conversations over Zoom, and I became aware shortly after Easter that I guess she's 6 to 8 months old. I've seen her in the Zoom calls. Has a genomic disease. She's, as I say, let's say she's 8 months old. Has a genomic disease. He shared shortly after Easter that she went into a seizure. He described it as a seizure for 3 hours. In that she got all contorted, she shivered, she shaked, she screamed, she hollered. She went into, my wife has had a seizure, I've seen it. I can't imagine enduring that on a 3-month or 6-month-old child for 3 hours. I can't imagine it. But that's what he and his wife did. Subsequently, they have found out that she has a genomic disease. What's a genomic disease? Her great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother or great-grandfather, maybe 300 years ago, ate something, drank something, inhaled something, consumed something, was exposed to something that screwed up her genes. It went in and changed her genomic pattern, and they then gave that through their egg and sperm to everyone in their bloodline down to this 6-month-old little girl. And it's now shown up. And it showed up shortly after Easter. Subsequently, he has shared with me that he has done some research, and the therapy that she may be exposed to is going to cost $2 million or thereabouts. And he's willing to pay it if he can get to the position where he can. So that's the next Tesla. The next Tesla is that capability, that science that will take this genomic defect out of his daughter. That's the next Tesla, at least for him. Now, how does that relate to you and the rest of the world? Well, cancer's a genomic disease. Many forms of blood cancer are genomic disease, as is heart disease, as is Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, liver disease. It's what kills most people who don't die from old age. But again, Alzheimer's is a disease of that sort as well. So if we could find a cure for his daughter's disease and your mother's cancer and your father's dementia and Alzheimer's, would that be more important than a Tesla? I think it would. Would it be more important than saving the planet from internal combustion engines? Well, how big is it? Just to throw a number at you, 1,336 people die of cancer every day in the United States. 2,380 people die of heart disease every day in the United States. The number of people my age that are getting Alzheimer's is just exploding. Those are all genetic diseases. Lay that up against a shiny new Tesla Plaid. Okay? So, if that's more important than saving the planet, saving human lives, how do we invest in it? Well, we got to find the Elon Musk. It's that simple. And I have shared with you who Elon is in 2022 in the genome field. It's Jennifer Doudna, Emmanuel Carpentier. Those are the two who won the Nobel Peace Prize for Science in 2020. And then it's Fred Zhang. Fred is the guy who worked in conjunction and in competition with them. And all three of them submitted a patent application within probably a 3-week period of time to get the patent on what we now know as CRISPR. CRISPR is the natural chemical molecule within our body that is a first responder to anything that goes wrong with our body. God gave it to us. It's built in, the first responder. So when you accidentally cut your hand, you'll notice that you'll blot it and you'll put a Band-Aid on it. And within a day, it will kind of seal over and then a scab will form. The scab will go away and you'll know nothing about it. That's CRISPR at work. And it is built to take care of the normal things that happen to us. But it is not built for the mutations that were created 300 years ago when your great-grandfather drank that water he shouldn't have drank out of that stream in the country, that then went into your body and created a mutation in your gene, screwed up your gene, and created the propensity for cancer. It's that simple, okay? So these three people, Fred, Jennifer, and Emmanuel, have learned how to attach, let's call it a cassette, to this CRISPR and cure the cancer, the disease. They now just have to prove to the FDC, Federal Drug Commission, I guess that's what that is, that it works. And it doesn't have any unintended consequences that you and I don't want. And that takes time. Well, in this whole process, as I said, these three people put in a patent application, and Fred put a little more time into his and wrote it relative to it working in the human body, where Emmanuel and Jennifer talked about it in working on a whole scope of things, but never got specific. As a result of that, in a 10-year trial, Fred ended up with ownership of the patent. Okay? What does that amount to? What if Elon had put in a patent for all future electric cars? And anybody, General Motors, Ford, Mercedes, BMW, Volvo, Jaguar, anybody who made a electric car anywhere within the time frame rights of that patent had to pay Elon a royalty. That's what Fred's sitting on. Okay? So my question to you is that worth spending time with me? Is that worth sending me your love by subscribing? I just gave you the answer to your happiness. I just gave you where you needed to invest. Now, will there be other companies that will evolve into this? Well, sure there will be. There will be a Neo. There will be many other companies. There'll even be a Ford who shows up and says, hey, we're Johnson & Johnson, and we can do this. We've bought some. But the fact is, it's bigger than Tesla. And I just gave it to you. Remember how you can show me love? Do it now. Okay, that's what I want to share with you. That's the enrichment that I want to put into your life. Now, again, you're going to ask, what's in it for you, Kerry? Well, if you've gotten this far into the video, I've made roughly 2.25 cents off of you. All right? Look down and see how many videos or how many views this video has had and multiply that times 2.25 cents. Not a lot of money. Not worth me spending every day I do a video. Not worth me doing that. But unlike or like Elon, I'm a businessman. I've captured your attention. That attention I can leverage into other forms of income. But most importantly, I can change your life. My ultimate goal is to change 1 million people under the age of 30's life. I want them to not only know about Fred and Emmanuel and Jennifer and their companies, but I want them to know about a Roth IRA. I want you to watch my Tuesday video. My Tuesday video is a very personal video, and it is a video directed specifically at my granddaughter who turned 22 on Tuesday. 22 is a very important time in individuals' lives because it's after they've graduated, probably from their highest level of education. They've started their first job, and they're eligible to make a contribution to a Roth IRA. Now, there's all kinds of ways they can invest that Roth IRA. They can put it into a mutual fund. To hell, they can put it into a CD. Or they could invest it in Fred, Jennifer, Emmanuel, and the companies that they're going to create. If they'll do that, and as I explained to my granddaughter, I guarantee her when she reaches 61 years of age, she'll have $113 million worth of tax-free income. If she'll do that. That was my birthday gift to Haley. Go watch the video and then show me some love. Talk to you again tomorrow.